Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to the official trailer to ARK Survival Evolved Ragnarok. I believe this is like a DLC similar to how Scorched Earth was, where it's like a new map, a new mode of game, and all that stuff where you have to buy the DLC. I believe it's purchase DLC, same way that Scorched Earth was. Now, before we actually dive in with this trailer, I want to mention something is that I was already spoiled about a couple things that are already in this trailer. The reason why is because it's literally all over the fucking internet. So it's impossible for me not to get spoiled about it. So I apologize. Let me actually mention before the trailer actually starts what I got spoiled about. That there is the Griffin here. So I was already spoiled about that. So I apologize, guys. I wanted to go into this trailer blind, but it's literally everywhere throughout the whole entire internet. But then again, it makes sense. It's literally a new creature. Like, everyone's so hype. It's like when the Wyvern first came out, we were all hype and shit. Anyways, I would also like to mention that, I already kind of expected the Griffin to be released here. Everyone was already expecting the Griffin to be released with this, new announcement that they were hinting that's going to be a large announcement. So I already expected the Griffin. It's not like I was spoiled about much. I was expecting the Griffin, the Phoenix, uh, potentially maybe I don't even know if the Phoenix is in this trailer or not. I don't even know if the Phoenix is ever going to be released, but I believe there is a Phoenix in the dev kits. So I feel like most likely, yeah, this is where the Phoenix is going to be released. Um, Also, I would also like to mention that I believe Ragnarok was a sponsored mod before. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they were already a sponsored mod. So is that same map? Except now they made it official, or is this like Ark's own take of that same map? I wonder. I guess we'll find out in the trailer. So I'm gonna stop wasting guys' time. Let's just check out with this trailer. Anyways, I also would like to apologize about the Griffin again. I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't spoiled. Okay, so waivers there. So this is showing the new map first. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is that an ice waiver? I'm guessing that's an ice waiver, so now they have ice waiver. Okay, so yeah, it is the same map as Ragnarok. I remember this as Ragnarok. What the? Oh, okay, that's the Dodo mask. Oh, there's death worms? There's ice death worms? There's actual, like, farming on the ground now? What is that? Are those the griffins? Oh, they're a lot smaller than I thought. There's the unicorn. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, there's a fucking fire elemental. I remember that was in mods. Okay, the Griffin, I must admit, the Griffin looks pretty sick. Oh my god, the Griffin looks amazing. I cannot deny that. What's this? It can dive down like that? Okay, so now, okay, so I'm guessing what it is. New free DLC. Wait. I wasn't able to read that. Was it free? Okay, let me actually read that. It says here, new free DLC expansion map available Steam now, coming to console July 4th. Okay. Um so it's already out on the PC and all that stuff. Now I'm tempted to play on the PC again, but I haven't played PC in a while. So now that I think about it, since it's free, it's not like Scorched Earth. I'm guessing it's more like the center map, but it has its own creature now, which is so sick. So like is the Griffin the only new creature? So yeah, it is like the sponsor mod because I believe the center map was already like kind of like a mod before, and then they made it into an official map. So it is the original Ragnarok because I remember once that certain cave where that one dude was tortured and killed. I remember seeing that in Ragnarok before. It looks like they made the map a lot bigger than it was before because there's certain stuff that I don't remember from the map previously. The map hasn't been on console ever. It's only been on PC. It's been a sponsor mod, but I don't remember a couple things. I don't. There's also the rock elemental. Um, well, I guess it's a fire elemental. So there's the griffin and the fire elementals. Those are the only new creatures. Okay. I wonder if the fire elemental is like tameable. It looks like the unicorns are more common, and then there's also the ice wyvern. So there's three new creatures. There's the ice wyvern, which going back to that, if you go back to my reaction for Scorched Earth, I did mention that I thought that the blue egg, instead of being a lightning dragon, it was going to be an ice dragon. Um, it turns out that now there is an ice wyvern rather than a lightning wyvern. So that's really cool too. So it looks like that prediction that I made a long time ago did come true. It's just later on and throughout the game's lifetime it came out. So that's really cool how now we have a ice wyvern. I wonder how its abilities work and all that stuff. Can it like freeze people now? Like people won't be able to move when they're frozen? I wonder how that works. I am very curious. I need to do some research because I've been avoiding any content revolving around this new DLC because of I didn't want to be spoiled when I react to this. Anyways, let me read the description they have here. We're excited to announce the first mod to be integrated into ARK Survival Evolved. That's actually bullshit. Center map was actually a mod. That's bullshit. Center map was already a mod, but oh well, it doesn't matter. As part of its ARK sponsor mod program. Okay, yeah, Center map wasn't actually part of the ARK sponsor mod program. Developed by the former creator of popular ARK mod. I cannot pronounce that. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot pronounce those names. Um, I'm gonna have the name somewhere up here because I cannot pronounce some of those names. Valhalla and Umasura, David Miller, Matt. I cannot pronounce that. I'm just gonna have the names here for all those names. So you guys know, came together to work on their later project Ragnarok, which is being released today for Steam players as a free DLC official extension pack, or an extension arc instead of the extension pack. Why did extension arc? And will be shortly making its way to console in July, which is not that far off. I'm not that pissed off about the date. It's not that far off. I'm okay with that. It gives me some time to actually prepare for Ragnarok and all that stuff. Prepare for Ragnarok. Global cross ARK and isolated official Ragnarok servers will be available for you to make your new home. Note that Ragnarok is still in primary development, and so it will continue to expand with updates over time. So it's like the center map where it still has to grow. It's still it still is changing little by little. Same way with the regular island map as well, where it changes as well. And then over here it just lists off all the new things where it has like it tells you the how large the map is, tons of harvestable or gatherable resources, which I don't think they mean new resources, unless maybe it might be new resources like how Scorched Earth introduced sand. I wonder if there's any new tools. Caves of all shapes and sizes, each designed to be built in. So you can build in these caves, which is good. Which is good. So you can have a little base in the cave, which I'm okay with that. Distant distant variations on former ARK creatures, as well a special brand new creature unique to Ragnarok, the Griffin. Okay, so I'm guessing the variations on former ARK creatures is like the Ice Wyvern and the Fire Rock Elemental, or Fire Elemental, I guess you could say. Build tree platforms on unique trees and rocks. Okay, so you could actually put tree platforms on rocks, so that's really cool. Expansive is that expensive expansive biomes that were built to reward hardy explorers. So it's like the snow biome, how it's really hard to actually survive in the snow biome, but it's actually worth it because of all the metal and oil that's around the snow biome. So I'm guessing that's what they mean by that. Some of the most challenging dungeons in ARK will await players. I'm guessing dungeons, they mean like the caves and all that stuff, like they're gonna be really hard to get through. An active volcano that, while erupting, yields a huge amount of resources in the form of lava crystals. Okay, that's actually something really interesting. Oh. Oh, I am digging that honestly. So like the volcano erupts and then it releases like these ash, and then those ashes are like molten lava or whatever lava crystals. There's like probably like diamonds and gems that you can use to like create your I'm most likely they're not going to add diamonds or anything around those lines. So it's most likely going to be like crystals, metal, obsidian, stuff like that. That's probably what they mean by that. Beautiful vistas and base locations as far as the eye can see. Hot springs that, while dormant, yield a relaxing buff, but when active, become dangerous. So it's like if these hot springs, if you go in the wrong time, you die. But if you go the right time, it gives you a buff. Okay, that's really cool too. Ruins to not only explore, but that can also be incorporated into base builds. I believe that's the same way where how the center map has these ruins where you could actually build bases around these ruins. That's where mainly I would build my base because those ruins are unraidable. Like the actual part of the ruins is unraidable, so it's kind of like a defense there on its own. It's a natural defense, and I completely loved using it on PvP. Even though we were still raided that one day, but that was because of my stupid that honestly, it was my friend's fault that we got raided, but then it's my fault that we didn't fight back. That's a long story. Don't want to talk about it. Oh my god, we lost everything that day. I should have just went with my friend. My friend told me just run, and I'm like, no, I want to like talk it out. But those guys were just assholes. I tried talking it out. They seemed like they were trying to talk it out, but then they raided us and they just killed everything we had. Oh well, that's ARK for you. Um, a vast ocean with its own ecosystem. So, as we saw in the trailer, there's like I saw a Basilosaurus, I think it was, and then there's like the boat and all that stuff. Upcoming feature desert biome to find and tame creatures. Oh shit! But that's upcoming. It still hasn't been released. I'm guessing. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. And then it has its own explorer notes that hold the key to Ragnarok's secret and history. So it has its own explorer notes that let you know a little bit more about the map and all that stuff. So that's really cool. But there's a desert biome coming. That's honestly pretty sick. So I'm guessing that's where you're gonna have like scorched earth creatures, because they do have the death worm. But the death worm is like in an ice cave, so it's like a different variation of the death worm. I'm guessing you can count that as like the fourth new creature. But then I saw like there's like jerboas, so I'm guessing there is like a desert-ish area. Like there is scorched earth creatures in the game, because I saw like jerboas on like the people's like shoulders. Okay, all right. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. It looks like you could also tame wyverns as well. Excuse me, but yeah, it looks like you can just tame regular wyverns, not just the ice wyvern from here. So that's really cool. Now the griffin is the most like coolest creature that there is in it. I like how it's free though. I really do like how it's free instead of like perishable and all that stuff. I'm digging it, ARK. Honestly, like claps to you, ARK. Honestly, instead of making it paid and all that stuff. Here's the interesting thing as well. Now that I mention it, now you don't need scorched earth. That's kind of like a little middle finger to us that bought Scorched Earth. But then again, they used the money that we paid for Scorched Earth to make this map free. So it's kind of like you take our money to give to the poor. That's kind of messed up because if wyverns are tameable on Ragnarok and Ragnarok is free to play, that means we don't need Scorched Earth anymore. But then again, we do get the more resources in Scorched Earth, so it is understandable. If you have Scorched Earth, you're practically an alpha. It's like an easy grind to alpha. All you have to do is just become the alpha at that Scorched Earth, and slowly grind your way up in that Scorched Earth without getting raided, and get the oil resources with the oil drill. Claim that on your own. Make sure you have a water meal and all that stuff for your own, and then have a little garden. What I do is I have a garden on just a regular island because that's where it rains and all that stuff, and then I switch servers like that back and forth. Um, right now I'm in a bad position in ARK though. We're trying to grind though. We're trying to grind preparing for Ragnarok though, little by little, because I did notice that Ragnarok was released yesterday. I didn't watch the trailer, but I was like, you know what? I asked my friend, check out this trailer. Tell me if it's worth it. Should we grind towards it? And he told me yes. Now, he didn't tell me it was free to play. He didn't tell me anything. I told him not to tell me anything about it. Absolutely nothing. And he actually went through it and didn't tell me shit, which I'm happy about. So, yeah. I'm definitely excited for this new DLC. I cannot wait to explore this new map and all that stuff. Um, Definitely very excited. I kind of want to go on the PC just to check it all out, see everything that's new and all that stuff. Also, the Phoenix wasn't revealed, but I'm guessing he's going to be like DLC later on. The Phoenix, I was hoping that there was going to be a Pegasus, but I guess, why have a Pegasus if you have a Griffin? So it doesn't make sense to have a Pegasus. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this new DLC. Are you happy that it's free? Also, what do you think about the whole Scorched Earth scenario where you paid for Scorched Earth, but now dragons are free anyways, or wyverns are free anyways? Or at least it looks like it. Well, obviously the Ice Wyvern looks like it's free. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys feel about that. Do you think you got fucked over by buying Scorched Earth? Or do you think it was still worth the purchase? Definitely want to hear that. I definitely want to hear what you guys think about that, honestly. And I guess I'm going to end the video with that. If you guys like my reaction, please leave a like. Also, subscribe. Check my other channel in the description box below. Also, follow me on my social media or you guys up in case anything happens. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.